Hey everyone, it's Ryan Lidholm with Weichert Real Estate. Today I'm going to show you how we determine the best possible list price to sell your home. What I don't want you to think is that as a real estate agent, I should show up and say, hey, what do you want to sell your house for? What do you think it's worth? And just go off that information. Those are all important questions that I'll definitely ask because ultimately this is your decision and you need to determine what you're comfortable with. But if you're interviewing me to be your listing agent, I want to be your resource of knowledge that's in the market every day, so that way you can get the most up-to-date information and accurate information as well. So to do this, we're going to do a current market analysis or a CMA just to look at comparable homes in the neighborhood. So to get started, we're going to do a market analysis on lot 109 Rosedown or 7416 Rosedown Drive. So we'll go ahead and start the CMA, use all results, and do a full CMA. There's also a statistical CMA that I ran earlier just for information to speed this process up. So here we're going to go ahead and pull information from the previous listing and the last time it sold in the Columbia MLS in 2013. So our subject property had an MLS number of 347358. Pulls the information. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, a little under 1,400 square feet, and it was built in 2013. And then now, at this point, we need to go ahead and pull some comparable sales. So this is in a neighborhood called Oak Park off of Route K in South Columbia. There's quite a few similar homes in the neighborhood and with slab-style homes that are 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes. So it's going to be a pretty easy market analysis. We're not going to have to get into the weeds and find unique details. If your home is more unique, there's a lot more comps that we're going to have to pull, a lot more information we'll need to find in the house just to make sure we're determining the list price as accurately as possible. So here we're going to use 3 comps of other 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes. 2 of them are on Pemberton Drive, one's on Nottoway. They range from 1,300 square feet to a little under 1,500 square feet. So we'll go back to the CMA, use the 3 comps that we have, go to the adjustment list. And since all these homes are similar with number of bedrooms, bathrooms, garages, very similar yards, they're all in the same neighborhood, there's not going to be a lot of differences outside of the size of the home. I know just from looking at these listings before, they all are similar in having laminate floors, fresh paint, well taken care of. And very similar in that sense. So let's go ahead and look. Oh, and here we go. Pulling from my statistical CMA, running the information from the slab homes in the neighborhood. You can see that homes sold anywhere from $192 to $222 a square foot, and they range from 1,300 to a little over 1,600 square feet. I'm going to go ahead and just take a guess here and say that the home that sold at $192 a square foot was probably in rough condition or underpriced, or maybe even it sold off market and didn't have a chance to go to the market and maybe even get multiple offers. And the home that sold at $222 a square foot, it actually had an amazing backyard backing to the city park with tons of privacy and a cul-de-sac. It's just not recreatable. And it's just, that's going to increase the value of the home significantly. So using the price per square foot average, we're going to say $202 a square foot. Go back to the CMA and we want to edit our adjustment list. There's lots of adjustments we use based on, number of acres that it has, how many bedrooms does each home have, square footage lower, square footage upper, unfinished square footage, but all these homes are very similar. So the only thing we need to worry about is total square footage since they're all main level square footage, and that's $202 a square foot. We're also going to assign a $500 a year value based on the year it was built. You're not going to see a big difference on the value if it was built from, between 2013 and 2015, but a home that was built in 2023 versus 2013, there's going to be a value difference just based on, age of the home and likeliness of maintenance to happen in the future. So returning to the CMA, we're going to go ahead and auto adjust, and it is going to say we have 6 adjustments here. So it's for each house, it has an adjustment for the square footage and for the age of the home with our comps compared to our subject home. And normally we're going to have a lot more different comparable subjects or comparable things in the homes that we're going to look at, but these are all relatively similar. So going to our recommended list price, what I like to use is actually a percentage from the recommended price just to give us a little bit of a range to work with. And I've found 2.5% has been really good in helping me determine a list price. So on the low end, it says let's list this price at $271,000. On the high end, it says let's list this house at $285,000. When I'm talking to this homeowner, I'm going to recommend a list price of $285,000. You're going to be one of the most affordable homes in the neighborhood, with it being one of the smaller homes in the neighborhood, so that's always a plus. With our current inventory, we don't have our inventory of homes under $300,000 is incredibly low. So the number of buyers versus the number of homes in the market is off. So we can hug that higher price range and most likely get it. And the market will determine that for us very quickly based on the number of showings that we get. So when I'm talking to this homeowner, I'm definitely recommending the higher end of that price. I'm going through this entire market analysis with them, showing them where our comps are, kind of teaching them how I got to that value, and ultimately why I think a $285,000 list price is the best price for this home. If you have questions on what the value of your home is, how I can determine that, if you'd like me to run a market analysis on your home in particular, I'm glad to do that. Feel free to reach out. You can find my information below, or go to my website at comorealtorryan.com. Thanks so much for listening. Again, if you have questions, I'm here for them. Talk to you soon.